Middleweight title on the line here. Davis Asare, the 24-year-old from Norway, but making his home currently in the US at Kingsway Jiu-Jitsu, taking on Absolute MMA's Levi Jones-Leary. This belt, of course, originally held by Craig Jones, then Roberto Jimenez, and now it will be one of these two.
Straight onto his back into the guard. Pretty much as suspected for Levi.
Yeah, one of the things about Levi's guard, apart from it being so creative and dynamic, is it is attacking. He's usually the one initiating from the bottom. It's not a counter guard game at all.
Yeah, you can see him really trying to invert around that corner. Now he's going to start switching. You'll probably see him switch inside now towards like a wader position. Yeah, getting the underhook, trying to switch towards the other side.
Same rules apply for this one. 3 rounds if they need them all. And this certainly will be a test of the sort of performance cardio of Asare again.
Yeah, but I don't think that last showing on Polaris was indicative of...
Yeah, you feel like something was up rather than...
Yeah, I mean, he had a great run at the trials a while ago. He took out Maciej Szczynski and Taza. And then, you know, he did end up losing to Lanica in the final, but that's a serious run of people to face. Yeah. Like, sometimes just things go wrong, whether it's travel, whether it's diet, whether it's whatever. And
on the leg here is Asare.
Yeah, I mean, he's got good positioning here.
Kicking that base out, lacing over the top.
Yeah, he's putting the pressure into Levi right now.
Hard to finish with that weight going through the foot.
Yeah, Levi has had a bit of time away from competition. He had a bit of an injury at one point. And he sort of hinted to me earlier that there were a few nerves. You know, kind of felt they'd go away pretty quickly. But, you know, ring rust is a thing, right? Competition rust is a thing.
Yeah, you can see him trying to smash that leg over. That's one of the big problems with this double outside Ashi position. And you see he's dropped onto the laces of his foot, which is allowing him to kind of slide his leg slowly away. And if he can pin the hips to the floor, he's going to be in a great position to start working to pass Davis.
Interesting tactic there.
Yeah, smother from the bottom.
Yeah, you can see Davis having to react to that position. Levi going straight back to it again.
Still aggressive on this leg is Asare.
Yeah, he's got good control.
Yeah, nice little inversion out for Levi.
Asare takes top position.
Yeah, I thought earlier they clashed heads. It looks like Levi has got a pretty serious kind of welt above his right eyebrow.
Sorry, looking to harass the head a little bit.
Levi's using that underhook again and then trying to transition towards the inside.
What is it he's, for the folks at home, guys, what is it he's mostly looking for? Is it a leg entry to submission, or is it an off balance to come on top and sweep or take the back?
Well, the like De La Riva, underhook De La Riva and waiter position are very interconnected, and you can use them either side to start switching to the back. There are obviously leg entries and stuff that can work from there, but that would be what I'd suspect Levi's primary goal is.
Yeah, I mean, Levi doesn't actually have a really high submission rate in any of his bouts. It's down around the 25-27% mark. So a lot of them are winning with position.
He's doing a nice job of working around these legs and going side to side, and he's framing against the hips from one side to the other. It's making it very hard for Davis to get inside position. And you see Levi's almost getting through around.
This is
very close.
It's actually something we saw.
This is a pass.
Yeah, it's something we saw in his match with Cade Ruotola, right? He the one time that Cade went to his back and said, "Levi, try and pass my guard," and Levi put him on it straight away. Suddenly it was, "No, I'm going to stay on top."
Yeah, this is a bet. I mean, this is like the best position of the match so
it's
far.
going to seal the first round for him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I think so.
I would hope so, yeah. I mean, it was a beautiful pass that he did. Lovely movement from side to side, ends up in side control.
10 seconds, clacker. So staying heavy on the hip here. And he knows there's not really time to work. I think both guys are going to just be content to see the round out as they are.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good first round for Levi. Get that little bit of ring rust off.
Winner
Get back in there, get headbutted a little bit as well. You know?
Levi Jones-Leary.
Yeah, so Levi takes that first round, but Asare had good control period as well in the middle there.
Yeah, I mean, he did use that double outside position. He had like he had a good underneath position here, threw that leg over well.
I mean, up until that guard pass, it was incredibly close.
Yeah, this was a really beautiful little pass. Dropping under that knee, kind of dropping the hips.
Round 2.
Second 5-minute period on the clocks, and it's a quick guard pull again from the Australian. Originally born in Bondi, Sydney. Obviously, as we mentioned, spent a lot of time training in the US as well.
Yeah, you can see Davis just trying to push that De La Riva hook down to make it less effective for Levi. Davis looks like he's trying to tie up that leg.
Yeah, he's got a good potential knee cut here, but that top leg of Jones-Leary is saving him here, and he's got a nice tricep grip behind it.
Yeah, Levi coming back up on top again.
And again, that's it's a sweep, but it's not like he really had to do a whole lot for it.
Yeah.
So a lot of pressure on the upper body here, really trying to stable the shoulders.
Yeah, he's just kind of steering the shoulders to get them flat. But Davis did a good job of preventing that.
A lot of work being done with the knees here by Jones-Leary as well, just winning the battle at the point of the knee.
Yeah, he's doing a really nice job of just removing the feet off him anytime that Davis feeds them up. So when he goes to like a K guard. Yeah, he's just trying to turn the hips, just like he did before he started switching from side to side. But Davis is doing a good job of shutting that down now.
Davis pummeling for that underhook on that left arm there. He's using this shin on bicep control.
Yeah, but he's being very defensive in what he's doing. He's just retaining at the moment.
It's a nice position to wrestle up from.
Yeah.
Well, he did try and change the tempo there a little bit.
But now he has to try and deal with Levi's guard again.
Yeah, and that's not going to count as a sweep because they reset to a standing position in the meantime, and it was an intentional guard pull from Jones-Leary.
Yeah, that's like the easiest strategy for a guard player is you sweep and stand up and pull guard again.
Yeah.
Right. As we already saw Lucas Canhard do in the squads matches.
And especially if Asare's going to sit backwards like that and give the sweep up.
Yeah, you see again, Levi able to get top position relatively easily.
Yeah, don't forget, we've still got the second half of our Team Polaris versus Team Who's Number One squads event coming up after this super fight. Still all to play for, though. Team Polaris does take an 8-5 lead as Levi Jones-Leary completes another pass here.
Beautifully done there.
Yeah, that was like classic over-under passing a la Marilla Santana. Was one of his coaches.
But this time has quite a bit more time than he had in that last round to do something from here. We're going to see him try and open up the arms.
Yeah, I mean, Davis is staying very tight. He's keeping those hands framed on the inside. Levi needs to get into the space really under the arms. Otherwise, Davis can create a little bit of space and then just explode out and recover his guard again.
I feel like Jones-Leary is not going to take any crazy chances.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to be very methodical with the game plan here.
Yeah, he's kind of half hunting for like a Kimura there, but as soon as Davis goes flat again, he doesn't try and force the position.
Well, this is the thing as well, is Asare is making no meaningful attempt to escape either.
Yep.
At a certain point, that is very much going to count against him.
Just 20 seconds left for Levi to make something happen. Otherwise...
Yeah, Davis is going to go into the third round needing a submission.
Yeah.
So second period closes out. It's going to pretty comfortably be Levi Jones-Leary taking another round there, which means Davis Asare is the one who's going to be forced to push the pace.
In the red corner, Levi Jones-Leary.
He is 5 minutes away from becoming the Polaris middleweight champion.
And
Davis Asare is going to need a submission to do anything about that.
Levi Jones-Leary doesn't need to change his game plan.
No,
if you're Davis Asare, how do you start this round? This 5 minutes is going to go fast.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to come out and be more aggressive than what he's doing. I mean, at the moment, he's losing. Like, he needs to go and push the pace.
Is there something in his... I mean, we know Levi Jones-Leary is going to pull guard again. Is there something in his passing he needs to do differently to...
Not really. Like, Levi's just doing a very good job. He needs to keep preventing the feet like he was doing.
Round three.
But push the pace on Levi and make Levi tired. Like, if you're just kind of going at this comfortable pace.
Also, Asare, he's allowing Levi to take control of the pace of this match. You know, he's forcing play at his pace.
Yeah.
But the problem is, in the third round, that's going to be the hardest time to actually switch that up.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Davis could do something like jump on a front headlock, so try and completely avoid those feet.
Nice shot.
Yeah, I mean, this is what he needs to do, and now he needs to continue to push the pace.
Yeah, he can't settle into a slow and methodical guard passing sequence here. He's got to really be aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, because Levi can essentially take this entire round off and he's still going to win. Now, I don't think Levi will do that. He's probably going to keep working towards his game, but I also doubt that he's going to put himself in any danger. Here, Levi needs to, Davis needs to get that foot off the hip. You see why Levi is controlling the wrist as well as he can. Then this is going to allow Levi to reset again.
This is it, you know, this is what we were talking about. Hassling a little bit more, hassling the head, jumping through, being more aggressive. And
keep that pressure on him as well. Don't keep stepping back and letting Levi out of it. Like we saw this with in the squads earlier, right? That continuous pressure of DeAndre eventually kind of broke Taylor down and he got to the pass. But it was that consistent pressure. With Davis, like, you know, he throws something, he steps back out. Throws something, steps back out. There's none of the continuous, like, keeping it going forwards.
So 3.5 minutes left here, and Jones-Leary just framing away in this open guard. Looking to get inside here, and Asare has to scramble away once again. Well, we appreciate all our sponsors here at Polaris, and of course, the folks at Warrior. This title fight is brought to you by Warrior. Low sugar, high protein, ridiculously tasty. Try Warrior Crunch protein bars today.
Levi again trying to invert towards the back. He's looking for that far leg, I think, to try and capture it as well.
It's sort of hypnotic, isn't it? He just kind of, it doesn't matter what the other guy's doing. He gets to get them to the pace he wants them at.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the mark of a good jiu-jitsu player, right? They play at their pace. They don't let you play at the pace that you want to play at. They will pull you into that slower pace or push you into the faster pace where you end up just kind of drowning or stagnating.
Minute 45 to go, and Asare thinking about sitting down, but he's going to give up a sweep here.
Yeah, holding onto that leg for dear life. Tries to... And he's got the cross here. He's going to try and go backs. Yeah, but a great high stepping there from Levi. And then straight into the pass.
Just that balance and proprioception in those positions is amazing.
Yeah. I mean, he's passed the north-south at almost exactly, you know, the 90-minute to go mark every round.
Yeah.
And, you know, Asare hasn't done anything underneath north-south in any of the other rounds. He's got a minute to go.
He also hasn't, like, he's had 3 sweeps now, one in each round, and he hasn't really had to expend any energy either.
Yeah.
No.
Just a very controlled and comfortable victory for Levi Jones-Leary tonight.
Yeah, I don't want to ever count anyone out, but 45 seconds left. You got to say it's unlikely that Asare finds a submission from bottom side control here.
And, well, what we can say is that we haven't seen anything from him under side control so far that's to suggest that that's going to be a possibility.
Yeah, Levi just dealing with that single leg X again and immediately back into his passing sequence.
Yeah, his reactions on that back step and the get out the leg entanglement so smooth.
Yeah, he just doesn't give his opponents a chance to like really settle into the position. And here he's just smashing down the hips. Beautiful little bit of leg pummeling.
Great leg work. Another pass, and that really kind of cements the story of this middleweight title fight. Your new middleweight champion is absolutely going to be Australian Levi Jones-Leary. Take a look back at some of the replays from that one. Talk us through it, folks.
Yeah, I mean, this was one of the earlier passes that Levi hit. It was just beautiful work. Kind of dropped down to the hip.
Yeah, all 3 rounds almost identical. Some back and forth guard play. Asare looking a little bit more competitive in the first round. But once it got into the second and third, almost carbon copies of each other, just playing to Levi's pace, passing at the end, and never looking in trouble one bit.
Yeah, it was always just sweep, pass, and then stabilize. Classic old school jiu-jitsu, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by decision, and new Polaris middleweight champion in the red corner, Levi Jones-Leary.
I'm here with your winner and your new Polaris middleweight champion, Levi Jones-Leary. Levi, how you feeling after that one?
I feel good. Yeah, I feel really good. It was a tough match, and you know, he was. I thought he was gonna. The tape I started, he was getting tired in later rounds, but then I was getting tired. I was like, shit, that's not how it was meant to go down. But yeah, it was really good. Good fight.
You dictated the pace really well in this one. You just seemed to kind of get him to play at the speed you wanted. The sweeps seemed effortless to come up, and the passing looked fantastic.
Yeah, that was the plan, just to show some of my passing. Been working a lot of sweeping and then coming on top and passing since CGI1, so yeah, it's good to show that.
You had a fair amount of time off between sort of high-level competition. You sort of hinted, you know, a little bit of ring rust, maybe a bit of nerves. Was that over pretty quickly, or you know, how did you feel coming into this bout?
No, you know, I felt really nervous, and but yeah, there's always doubts whenever I compete. But the more I do well, the more I just, the doubts don't mean shit. So, yeah, it's good.
Well, look, now you got the belt. You got to defend the belt. This belt's been held before by Craig Jones, Roberto Jimenez. Do you have any idea who you might want to face for this one, or are you just happy to take whoever comes your way?
Right now, I'll just take whoever comes my way, but just want to send a message out to any abusers out in the jiu-jitsu world, in the jiu-jitsu community. You're not safe anymore. And for all the victims out there, just remember that self-love is your armor. And fuck all them.
Fuck all them indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, your middleweight champion, Levi Jones-Leary.